just left Oatman, Arizona, and it's one of the first stops on Route 66 in Arizona. Very charming little town. I believe it was pretty good, right? I like it. It's keto.
So welcome to the Oatman Jail. Our gallows behind me here is the original Oatman gallows, and up there where that triangle house is in the center of town is where they used to do the hanging here. The gallows was used until the late 1930s when they outlawed hanging in the state of Arizona. This gallows was also used to hang one of the last 5 men in the state. In the 1970s, they brought it down off the hill and cut the legs off due to rotted. And about 20 years ago, they moved the rope and the trapdoor. Otherwise, some of the structure is still intact.
This is actually one of the mines here in Oatman, and you could see the old rock right here carved out of the picks that they had, and then this is old wood right here.
The first jail that was built here in Oatman was built by the miners. It was a wooden box that was down the road a few miles. This jail was built in 1936 and it was operated until 1953. It's one of the few adobe brick buildings left standing in the state of Arizona. It was ran by the Mojave County Sheriff during that time of operation. In 1906, when they changed the name from Blue Ridge Camp to Oatman, that was when the gold rush took off here as well. In around 1915, two men struck gold over $750,000, and it grew the population here in Oatman to well over 10,000 people by the late 1920s. Our population reached over 30,000 here in Oatman at one time. That all came to an end during World War II when the miners abandoned all the gold mining towns across America to mine copper for the war. And when they left Oatman, everyone else did as well. So by 1953, when Route 66 closed as the main highway to California, our jail here was closed as well. There was only a family of 3 left residing here in Oatman. That's when Oatman turned into a ghost town until the 1960s. From 1906 to 1942, they removed 1/3 gold out of the mountains here. Oatman also was the world's greatest gold mining camp. In the 1950s, when this area was a ghost town, the hippies came here and revived the land by living here off the free land for their fight for their rights. In 1962, they filmed 5 Western movies here in Oatman. Out of the West was one. The John Wayne and Clint Eastwood movies were all filmed here in Oatman and around the mountains here on Route 66. Our museum across the street, which is the oldest standing building in Oatman, Out of the West was one that was filmed upstairs in that building. This white mountain peak that you see up here, they call that the Elephant's Tooth. You will find in all the Western movies filmed here in Oatman, including the kid movie Cars. In 1998, they filmed the movie Cars for the animated movie. Oatman has been a tourist attraction since the 1970s for people from 40 countries and all across America because of Mother Road, Route 66. It also here in Oatman because of our burros that were brought here to work in the mines. When they developed electricity in all the mining towns in the late 1920s, they didn't need their legs to do the hard work anymore, so that's when they released them to the wild. But our herd here in Oatman's a little special than the rest of them in the Southwest because they never left Oatman, and they bring everyone else here as well, making Oatman the ghost town that never dies. One other little thing to know, the little stripes that you see, or the cross you see on the donkeys' backs, that's a resemblance of where they came from. These donkeys here came from Egypt. The cross is considered a sign of God, being that they come from Egypt. Thank you all for coming today.